What up? We're here. A little double feature today. Oh, wait. Just gotta squeeze this thing. Act like I know what I'm doing. So we just finished having a conversation with my guest, Eric Sawasan. I think I said his last name right. I hope I did. We dived a little deep into the Natty King anime, which I feel like I can talk about forever. So I really appreciate having those questions by Eric asked to me, because it gives me an opportunity to really dive deep. And my new guest just hopped in. Have any issues? Hitting the button. Oh, that was easy. What's up, bro?
What's up, boss?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me good?
I can. Thank you.
Awesome, man. I'm excited.
Absolutely. So you're in SoCal, right?
No, I'm actually in Arizona.
Okay, right. But we are in the same time zone.
Yes, because I'm closer to California than I am to Upper Arizona. So I'm like 2 hours from San Diego. I'm in Yuma.
Okay. Oh yeah. My I have a ex-girlfriend who is from Yuma.
That's
um.
what brought me here, my lady.
Oh, right. Where are you originally from?
Hawaii.
Oh, cool. You were born
Yeah,
there?
I'm born and raised there.
Wow, that's super cool. I still haven't been yet.
Oh, I mean, it's good for a vacation, but
Yeah.
living there is a little rough, bro. A little rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ex-
Oh, well,
expect.
actually, you're into media, and the media is blowing up there, actually.
All right. Well, I'm definitely interested in traveling more often in the future, but I like where I live currently in LA. I feel like I'll be here for like the next 10 years ish.
Yeah.
Um,
They say Hawaii is like the new LA right now. That's kind of where I got a lot of my experience from.
really
Yeah. I
interesting.
I shot music videos for like 5 years. I directed music videos, and then I was a background actor in Disney, so Vacation Friends. It's on Hulu, and then I helped like marketing and consulting for other small businesses all around the island.
Interesting. Marketing and consulting, and you said you shot music videos. In what
Yep.
capacity? How are you? What were your responsibilities on set?
Pretty much director. So director, camera op. Um,
Interesting.
if I wasn't directing or being the camera op, then I was the BTS photographer or videographer, which
Okay.
is actually what I'm willing to do that for what we're going on, what you have going on.
Yeah.
Or if you need actual hands-on, I know how to operate almost any camera.
Okay. Okay. Do you have equipment?
I have a Black Magic 6K Pro, but I got a water damage, so I need to get that replaced. Right now, I'm just using my Sony, and I have like four lenses, so
Okay.
that would be good for like BTS. But I wouldn't be able to like be a main op with that camera.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Shoo, do, 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 do. What are you currently like working on? Like, what are you currently? How do you spend your time currently?
Bodybuilding.
Nice. Nice.
So I just did my first show at Arizona Scorcher in the OCB. I did it in June, but I've been like training in the gym for like 3 years consistently, 6 years on and off. I got first place in my open height, and I got first place in debut, but I lost the comparison, so I was almost a pro. Next one, I should be a pro.
Nice. Love that. Love that. And you say you've been competing for 3 years?
I only did my first show, but I've been training to compete for about 3 years now.
Okay.
Just with
Okay.
the thought in mind, but I haven't ever joined it until recently.
All right. So if I'm hearing correctly, we kind of have like semi-similar backgrounds so far as coming from more filmmaking experience and then moving into the space of bodybuilding.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So I definitely see there's an opportunity there since okay. All right. So
Yeah.
tell me your interpretation with your current brain and whatever information that you've been exposed to so far as the Natty King project. I would love to get your verbiage as to like how you're understanding this project.
Well, I watched your interview with Damon,
Demain,
and
Demain,
Demain,
Demain.
right?
Perfect. Thank you.
And then as I heard you talking and as I heard you pitching the idea and talking to him, I was like, I have a lot in common with this guy, and I love your vision. Like how you're trying to really push, like you're trying to create kind of like a cinematic world for natural bodybuilding, from storytelling to the interpretation to the marketing of all of it. And when I look at every organization from like a bird's eye view, I see that's the biggest thing we're missing is the marketing component of natural bodybuilding.
Yep.
Because like I see it with like Enhance and whatnot, but even the way they do it, I feel like it could be better,
Better.
better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when it comes to like the Natty King whole like campaign that you're gonna build,
Uh huh.
I love the idea, and I want to. I'm willing to use all the skills and knowledge I have to help make this come to life because I'm passionate about natural bodybuilding and I love cinematography. And right now, I'm only been bodybuilding. I haven't really found a passion project that I could like invest into when it comes to cinematography.
I love
And
that. I love that. So let's bring them together. Let's bring them
exactly,
together. Okay. So I'll be honest with you. Obviously, the needs of this project needing a cinematographer slash videographer slash documentarian, that's obvious. We're casting a total of 30 natural bodybuilders to compete for this Natty King title, and if I had an unlimited budget, every single athlete would at least get, at the very least, one camera guy assigned to them. If not two. You know,
yeah,
um, are you familiar with the WWE universe?
yeah. I used to watch Raw and SmackDown all the time.
Okay, okay. So again, that's another sport empire thing that doesn't fully utilize cinematic cinematic
Story.
capturing or cinematic storytelling to like the levels that I feel like you and I understand we can tap into. Like they'll cut a promo. There was a promo a couple years ago where like the two top stars, it was Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns,
Yep, I remember
and
Cody Rhodes. I don't really know
yeah,
Roman.
Roman Reigns. He's kind of like the Rock replacement. They're of the
Okay.
same bloodline. In fact, they did a whole
Okay.
storyline about it. Um,
That's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
yeah, no, no, seriously. So there's a moment where like I think Roman Reigns had the title and Cody Rhodes was coming to get it, and the promo was like them walking up to each other on a football field, and the angle was low, and you could tell like this was all shot with like eyes for visual. Like we're looking to like create a composition that like actually looks cinematically aesthetic. And I saw that, and that's honestly what gave me the idea for the cinematic docuseries for the Natty King. I would want every scene to look like this was
Larger than
prepared. What was
mhm.
that?
Larger than life. Like you want the
Yes.
each athlete to have that like boom factor, star
Correct.
factor.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So I would say like we both definitely understand what the vision is supposed to look like. Then it would just be a matter of execution. And I am not in a rush to get it perfect, but I am very excited to like start working on it. Right now, so far as the execution is concerned, I don't have a videographer slash cinematographer to work with. So the story is being built in Instagram Lives because that's very low resource. It's just like I just need a phone and you need a phone, and like we're able to have this conversation. But as we continue to build more people, more team members, that's when we actually get to start looking into in person and like actually shot composition and things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean if you look at like the how the Marvel logo spins and shows all the old Marvel stuff,
Yes,
like
that's.
imagine an introduction like that with all the Instagram lives you'd be having and then goes right into the movie. That would be crazy.
I'm at a lost for words. Just the fact that you're able to like yes and that
Yeah.
idea that like you don't even know what that means. Like that means a lot right here.
Thank you.
Seriously,
No,
seriously.
I love it, bro. I love it.
All right. I was gonna ask a question, but I got sidetracked after feeling positively.
I was
Um,
so sad when you said no men's physique guys. I was like, I can't compete. That's all
well,
right. I'll
I
feel.
want to get men's physique in. I do want to get men's physique in.
Okay.
Yeah. So the way that I would do it, in like the ideal scenario, and I always work backwards. So the ideal scenario is we would do the Natty Queen, the Natty King, then the Natty Queen, which would be like another similar layout where it's like
Series.
30 female natural bodybuilders, and then the subsequent year after the Natty Queen, we would do a men's physique.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, that'd be lit. That gives me
yeah, and we would.
time to dominate the division.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes, 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 yeah. Make a name for yourself, stuff
Right.
like that. One thing I want to make clear to you is that I look at what it is that I'm doing as, yeah, it's a story, and you can write it as a fictional story because, in a way, all stories are fictional, right?
Yeah.
But outside of that fictional story, I am building a fitness entertainment empire, very similar to WWE. And any person who is a part of the natural bodybuilding community has an opportunity to exist within that empire should they choose. So, like, the reason that we're having this conversation is because you expressed a desire to work with me in this capacity. Yes, you are a natural bodybuilder, but you also have other services and values such as filmmaking, directing, things of that nature. So we will be able to utilize both aspects of who you are, a bodybuilder and a cinematographer and director, and present that in the form of your contributions and your life story.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. That's exactly. So, from my understanding, we're creating an entire docu-narrative.
Yes, docu-narrative. Well said.
So, yeah, because I mean, we have to create the world, right?
Yes,
And ideally, we're going to have like outlines of the story, but within the story, we're going to let it play out documentary style.
correct.
But it has to weave between our lines,
Yes,
which is
yes,
the same values we all have and the same kind of like morals and ideals for the big
yes.
vision.
Wonderful said. I mean, dude, I'm so excited. Like, I'm like acclimating to the understanding that we're about to have a high level conversation. Because like I wasn't
No,
expecting. I thought we were just gonna like chat or something.
no, nah, bro. I don't want to waste your time. I already feel bad that I was a little bit late.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't expecting this. All right, so go back up a second. Say that last two sentences. I wanna dial in on those last two sentences.
Um, so pretty much we are outlining our morals, values, and we're weaving in between the documentary. So we're creating walls
Yes,
where things can play out organically within those
yes,
walls.
yes. What? Beautifully said. Beautifully said. It's kind of like a maze or like a labyrinth. And like we're constructing the labyrinth, and then we're bringing the athletes to the playing field or the stage, and then we set them loose. And however the athletes interact with the walls, you say walls, I say actors and environments. So
Yeah,
like,
I was as I was talking, I was like, I don't like that word.
yeah,
I felt like
so
it was wrong. But yeah, environment, world. So we're
yeah,
building the world and we're allowing people to act within the world however they please.
correct, correct. And within that world, we would be because I want to create opportunities for actors too. This whole thing is about creating jobs. I want to create like a beautiful empire, like very similar to the MCU, where you can have athletes who are playing themselves. You can have actors who are playing characters within like the story who are interacting with the athletes and like creating moments or scenes that fuel the narrative that the Natty King needs to be crowned. That's the running through line, but until now and the time the Natty King gets crowned in 2028, the storyline is the Natty King must be crowned. By any means necessary, it is for the fate of the world and the fate of humanity that the Natty King gets crowned. That's the through line. So every single time that you see myself or another athlete who is on the roster, we understand that the stakes, we got to get to that tournament. We have to crown the Natty King.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah. So then when we populate those scenes with actors, like I would say we would have a scene about like a kid approaching one of the athletes at a gym and saying, "Yeah, I'm thinking about hopping on," and then the athlete asks him like, "How old are you?" 18, but like, bro, like if you wanna be big in bodybuilding, like if you want to be on Mr. Olympia, like you got to hop on. So like C-Bum hopped on at like 19, you know, and
Yeah.
we're just creating the narrative of like explaining why. This is why the Natty King needs to be crowned because this is actually happening in real life.
I feel like this is what Magazine Dream should have been versus what it ended up being because that was ridiculous.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I look at magazine dreams as like the opposite of what it is that we're doing, because magazine dreams was about like a man who was mentally unwell, did not have a community, did not have any kind of support system outside of his own drive and passion, and was doing whatever it took to glorify the sport, which has been perverted with steroids and the abuse of it, and like it represents the entire mentality of
The enhanced side
the enhanced side, correct. Whereas the Natty King is supposed to show the beauty of
of
just
bodybuilding. Yeah.
correct. Yeah, yeah,
What we were all hoping and what we all want it to be.
yeah. So let me run something by you because I haven't asked certain questions yet, and I feel like you'd be a good person to run a couple things by.
Yeah.
All right. So within the Natty King project and the whole Natty cinematic universe, I'm actually seeing a really great opportunity to draw a distinction between natural bodybuilding and enhanced in a way that currently doesn't exist. Right now, there's not much of a line between, like, the only difference between a natty and an enhanced, one's taking steroids and the other isn't. But they're still competing. They're still like, their job is to get as conditioned and lean as possible as they walk on stage. It's all the same stuff. It's just one's not taking steroids and the other is. Like, that's the big difference. Within the Natty cinematic universe and within the Natty King project, I actually see an opportunity to re-emphasize that natural bodybuilding is a sport and a practice of discipline and longevity. That those are actually the top priorities of considering yourself as an athlete who is pursuing the sport of natural bodybuilding. Maybe we remove the top emphasis of being the most conditioned on stage and instead reprioritizing it with, are you doing everything correctly to achieve your peak optimal health at this current point in your life? And let's present that on stage. Let's present that in the gym. Let's present that in the community and be a shining role model for the environment that we inhabit 24/7. Because that's what I see natural bodybuilding having an opportunity to make the impact that I have in mind.
Are you aware of Jim Rohn?
I'm not.
No?
No.
Okay. So Jim Rohn is one of the most profound personal development speakers
Mm.
in the world. He passed away, but if you look him up, he's pretty much all about it. So you said that this whole journey is about road to $1 million, right?
We're going for a billion now. But yeah, yeah, correct.
So Jim Rohn said in one of his things, like he said, and this is like a famous quote we could probably intertwine in the movie somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He said, your goal should be to make $1 million, not for the money, but for what it makes of you.
You know what's funny? I was at a speaker seminar event, like learn how to get paid for public speaking. It was this past weekend, and one of the last quotes, one of the main quotes that stuck with me was that one. It was on the PowerPoint.
Yep, and I bet that was probably from Jim Rohn. That's where they got that quote from the
Must be,
PowerPoint.
must be, must be.
But he's so amazing. Like a lot of the stuff, like the whole reason I got into natural bodybuilding and joined OCB League versus everything else is because I was at a place in life where like um being from Hawaii, we smoke weed a lot. We do all kind of crazy stuff. I did that for like since I was a little kid, like 7 years old, right? I got to a place in life where I just felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I was like I was mentally stable, physically stable, financially stable. Everything was just stable, and I was like, you know what, fuck this. So I quit. I quit weed. I moved across the country to Arizona, and I just started focusing on myself. Like having the best relationships possible, having the best physical like health body possible, paying off all my debts. Within 3 years, I paid off $30,000 in debt. I I went from 140 to 185.
Let's go.
So I put on about 40 pounds of muscle.
Yeah,
And then I quit working at my other job, and now I'm a teacher at a high school,
love
teaching
that.
business management.
Really, I didn't even know that was a class.
Yeah, so it's a high school class now. And pretty much from all my experience, because I went to college, I have a business management degree. I managed GNC, health and fitness, pretty much for like 6 years of my life. And then I also did the business consulting for other small businesses and ran my own music video business for a little bit. So all that experience gave me the stuff to teach. But
That's amazing. For one, the very fact alone that I'm learning that there's such a thing as business management class in high school, that's very wonderful to hear. The fact that you're teaching it is incredible. Because, like I said, I see the opportunity. Like natural bodybuilding is being underutilized. Like where we can show more. We can show natural bodybuilders as pinnacles of their community,
Mm,
which means
exactly.
that they're not just a natural bodybuilder; they're a leader. And from that perspective, we can capture different leaders doing different things in their community. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
No,
like,
it's
you as a
huge.
leader, natural bodybuilder, obviously, cinematographer, helping make the Natty King. Like, that's a huge thing. And being a teacher of business management. You know, like, this is how you're contributing to society in a meaningful
Exactly.
way. You
Exactly.
know?
I think I read something in the Bible the other day. It said, if you have a skill and you don't use it, then that's a sin.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So if we're good at something and we can contribute something to society and we choose to take the easy route or take the small route and don't make our dreams come true, then in itself we're sinning. So that this is like the conversation can go many ways. Like I
Yeah.
could talk about stuff all day, but I love the idea of the personal development, professional development, self development aspect of natural bodybuilding, and I see that
Mm-hmm.
vision clearly.
Mm-hmm.
How can we explain that vision to others? Because where does it differentiate between like yes, there could be an enhanced person that's nice. A lot of times in the gym, the enhanced guys are often teddy bears,
Right.
right? But
Mm-hmm.
and then it could be vice versa. You could see guys who are natural, who are just not approachable, who are heavy conflict.
You know what we could work on? Because as I'm continuing to network, what I would like to have happen is for it to end up on Netflix. So I have basically the next 2 years to get a green light from Netflix and go into production in 2028. So like that's the ideal scenario. I'm a great proof of concept because what you're describing, the feedback that I get as I've continued this project, like we're in year 2 of it, the feedback that I get from people inside the fitness industry, inside the entertainment industry, and just regular citizens, like normal individuals living life, is that I come off as very authentic and genuine, sincere, likable, charismatic, yada yada yada. So I can be a very good proof of concept for what the Natty King is supposed to represent. However, in the circumstances where I'm not in the room, it would be valuable to have like a video proof of concept, like a sizzle reel, like a 2 minute thing, and perhaps that's something that we can work on together and get ready, and we can kind of figure out the best way to tell the Natty King story within a 2 minute trailer type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be yeah. That at some point that would be a good idea.
Okay.
Figuring
Okay.
out the like mini trailer to kind of get interest into it.
Yeah, and ideally, what I would want to do, because I haven't even started, like I'll obviously think more about it now because I was not in a rush to like tackle that task by myself. But with someone of your skill set, I can actually brainstorm a lot more freely or a lot more fluidly at the very least. But just talking out loud, shot out of a cannon, I would definitely want to tell a story within like 2 minutes using the footage that we already have access to, the footage of 2 years of like networking and expanding the team and bringing people onto the roster, and still telling a compelling narrative as to the why that the Natty King needs to get crowned, because like that's my primary motivation. I understand that this needs to happen because until it does, people are still thinking enhanced bodybuilding is the only option. Like that's the current perception within the sport, within the industry, and within the world. That if you want a great physique, you have to take steroids. If you want to achieve bodybuilding glory, you have to go the Mr. Olympia route and go in the footsteps of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ronnie Coleman. And that's the only route to bodybuilding greatness. The
Yeah,
reason that the Natty King needs to be crowned is so that we understand greatness is already in us. We come into this world as great individuals, and now it's just becomes a process of actualizing it over the course of your life. And that's the journey. It is not about the destination. So, like, if we can get this message wrapped up in a trailer that looks cool and has like really great physiques and like super inspirational, then I feel like that would be the start.
I think we definitely could. Because if we think of storytelling, right, it has to go with like we have to present the problem, right? So that would be probably like a quick like 30-second montage of the deaths, the injuries
Mm.
of enhanced bodybuilders, you know?
Oh, I love this. I love this. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love where you're
so
going.
like a quick montage of enhanced bodybuilders, like the problem, you know? And then we present the solution.
Well, that's my bodybuilder's nickname.
Yeah, the solution?
Yeah, yeah, I'm the
Yeah,
solution.
like, come on stage.
It's almost like this was pre-planned. That's
But
awesome.
so that's actually where you can come in if we're gonna kind of like steer you towards the protagonist, right?
For
As the main
now, for
protagonist,
now, for
and then
now.
we have all the other 30 protagonists that are
Yeah,
coming in, right?
yeah.
Then it would be about we'd have to cinematically film you in a way that ties into that and then goes into you interviewing everybody else for the project.
I
And
love
then
that,
the end would be like boom, the Natty King coming 2028 or something. Boom, you know, like
dude. I'm getting goosebumps. I can see it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I feel the hair standing up.
I feel like this would be pretty amazing.
Okay. So I think scripting it wouldn't hurt because it's like I love the sequence of interviews of like recruiting the athletes. I think that's super cool, and like I think the only thing that I would want to further understand is like what are we using for that? Okay, so we've got the steroid and the people dying and stuff like that. Then we've got the segment of the hero character, and we'll just use me since I'm the one who's the most passionate about this project. So like that's fair. But I do want to phase myself out and find like better, maybe not better champions, but I want to find like multiple champions who can talk freely about the project, about the movement, and have like efficient media training. Like I really want to put a strong emphasis on media training for all the athletes who are interested in being more vocal about why this is important. Like I want to create
Okay.
that opportunity. Because right now, like I'm the one who's like the most media trained. I can talk about this for hours. Um, that being said, so yeah, steroids, people are dying. Then enter the hero character, the solution, and we
A
would have like
silhouette,
obvious. What was that?
a silhouette of you.
Okay, like that. I like that. So it sounds like we would have to film some stuff.
Exactly. We'd have to.
Okay.
Or we could because I mean because well we're both actually pretty close, so we could film some stuff. But we could also kind of like storyboard it
Mm-hmm.
and then film it ourselves or tell people send us footage so we
Yeah.
have a little bit of everybody's footage.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty solid at color grading, so I can connect all the footage together and make it all look cleaner.
Okay. Okay. So are you saying? Are you suggesting that we would get like maybe some silhouette shots of all of the currently 9 confirmed athletes? And
No,
okay.
that might be too much. I think we just need silhouette shots. We just need hero shots.
Okay.
So maybe like 5 to 7 hero shots of you
Okay.
as we're telling that story, right? So it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
mostly all silhouettes from different angles doing different things of what
Okay.
the hero represents, right?
Love it.
So like a bird like a under like a shot from below of just you with like a beautiful background in the sun,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe like a shot of you taking care of your kids
Mm.
or whatever, just all silhouettes, right?
Okay.
And then like a shot of like what else represents this, like maybe um teaching, donating, or what
Yeah.
else, all the stuff we represent, our values and our morals, of what
Yes.
the Natty King represents,
Yes.
how it
Yes.
differentiates from what we
The
just
enhanced guy.
showed
Yes.
of the enhanced guys dying and the
Yes.
bad habits that they do,
Oof. Dude,
you
you're
know.
you're dude. Yeah, you're killing it. You're killing it.
And then from there, right when that's done, um, when we have like the hero shots, boom, boom, we can go like it could end there, or we can have each of the 30 guys send us a clip of them embodying the values and then add that as like a boom, 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 boom,
Hmm.
and then end Natty King coming
Okay.
to you.
I like that. I like that. Do you hear a voiceover in this vision?
I do, but
Okay.
I don't have it flushed out yet.
Okay,
But
that's
I do
okay.
hear a voiceover. I hear a
Yeah,
narration.
yeah, and I don't have it fleshed out either. I was just checking in with you. I like it. I think it might be. I don't know. I think that like the last 20 seconds could be like a quick montage of assembling the team via Instagram Live. You
Yeah,
know,
that'll be fire.
yeah, just like because by then the audience watching the sizzle reel already has an understanding as to like the need, the pain, and then like what are we doing about it? What is the solution to this? Which is assembling this team, and then you
Of
would
the
see the
Natty King.
solution going into the assembling of the team.
And I like how you said assembling the team. You know how when they have Marvel, you
Hmm.
know how they have each person's story within the letters as the word
Yes,
Marvel is coming up?
yes,
So we can do that as a boom, Natty King, and then
yes.
create it in 3D, and within each letter have all the interviews of you with all the 30 people floating while the Natty King comes up to the screen and it hits boom, Natty King. And
That
then that creates
sounds. Yeah, that
yeah, that
sounds.
creates the hero, that
Yeah,
creates the assemble vibe, that creates
yes.
the oh.
That sounds sick as f. That sounds sick as f. I'm in awe of just the vision alone. I think is super duper sick. Um,
I think it'll be fire.
can we pull that off?
Um, it's not super hard in Blender.
Okay. I mean, I'm
And
open to anything.
I can as long as we can script it or whatnot, I can work on it myself. If I can't, then I have a super good VFX artist who works for Marvel, and he's my friend. So
Okay.
I probably could talk him into just doing that title for me.
Okay. Okay. That's super cool that he works at Marvel. I have a friend who was the executive producer for Loki, which I thought was
Oh,
pretty. Yeah. Yeah.
you know
Um,
VFX Josh? Have you ever heard of him?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, he's creating his own movie, trying to like a 3D Marvel type of movie right now.
Okay.
And then I kind of helped him with some stuff, so I'm pretty sure he would be okay with helping me. So
Yeah, and who knows? I mean, like he's making a Marvel type project and it's like animated. So who knows? I mean, we might be working with him in the future. This is intended to be like a cinematic universe. So, you know, there's room for animation 100%. Yeah.
and actually, now that you bring that up, we could do like for well, this is probably like I'm getting ahead of us right now though, but
I
like when
mean,
we
this
do
is
like
yeah.
the rollouts,
Mm-hmm.
we could do like comic versions of each person as like Instagram reels for the rollout, and then have that as like the a part of the giant intro trailer when you release the movie trailer in theaters.
You're speaking my language, bro. I've had very similar thoughts in like the past several months, and the only reason I don't pursue such ideas is because of my limited bandwidth. But like, it's really great to hear another person speak out the same ideas that like are pictured in my brain as to how we would present it, how we would market it, how we would like, yeah, like everything you're saying. This is what I've been waiting to have a conversation about. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
yeah.
it's definitely gonna take a lot. I'm
Oh
not fucking
yeah.
with you. I'm not shitting you. It's gonna be a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we have two brains working now, and what you're doing is attracting people who are interested in this.
Yeah.
So over time, we can do what we can do, but we should at least hold on to the vision and have everybody on the same page.
Yes.
So as
Yes.
we connect the pieces together, right, then it's
Mm-hmm.
building
So
itself slowly.
here's what I would say is the very good news, and like you kind of hit the nail on the head already. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I am not in any sense of urgency to secure funding for this project, and the reason why is when you know you have a sure thing, you have a sure thing. Like it's deeply rooted in my heart that this is the biggest story in the fitness industry within the next couple of years and will be a huge splash within the entertainment industry and Hollywood respectively. Especially because directly after I'm going straight for Arnold Schwarzenegger's legacy as being a fantastic movie star. And like that's my sights are set on that. So like that I'm gonna do it, right? So understanding that we've got all the star power and we've got all the certainty that this is going to work. So now I'm in a position where I'm simply interested in working with people who are enthusiastic about the vision before we actually have funding, because that means we'll be able to think more aligned, because like we're coming from the same place of we want to see this vision realized, and we're not in it for financial gain. Like that's not what the goal is. The goal is for this to be the coolest story in the history of sports and entertainment. That's what the goal is. And if that's not your goal, then we shouldn't be having this conversation, and we
No
wouldn't
facts.
be, because there's no money guaranteed at this point.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm moving slowly so far as finances are concerned. And the silver lining of all that is that you and I can have this collaboration, and we can put this 2-minute sizzle reel together and promote it and market it on our social media, and it looks super cool. And the way that it looks super cool to someone, it's going to attract the right person. Maybe Michael Herm sees it, or maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger sees it, and he's seeing this sizzle reel that we're talking about right now, and that's the thing that compels them to reach out and want to work with us and collaborate. And like that type of organic networking and word of mouth is what I'm very emotionally attached to, because that means every connection is real, and it's not coming from a place of me, what can I get out of you.
No facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's whenever you're creating something with substance or with meaning, it should be for the um creation, not for the individuals, right? When
Yes.
we're all coming together to build something bigger than ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Well said,
And
man. Well said. Yeah.
yeah, that sounds yeah.
This is fascinating. I thought we were going to have a completely different conversation. Um,
No,
when you said that you wanted to help, I was thinking, all right, so natural bodybuilding, he's in men's physique. Okay, let's see. Because can I run something by you real quick?
yeah, man, what's up?
Okay, so do you coach clients by chance? Not that it
I do.
matters. You do?
Yeah, I do.
Do you coach clients for lifestyle or athleticism, athlete stuff, bodybuilding?
So I'm a track coach at the high school as well. So I coach track and field.
Okay.
And then I help, since I worked on the Marine Beach for so long, I have a lot of people who are like going through injuries. I broke both ankles 4 times. So I like to help people understand correct movements
Mm,
and correct diet. And I don't like it to be like super strict. I want them to understand like you can lose weight while enjoying life.
couldn't agree more. Okay, so I'm gonna plant this seed, and this is gonna blossom over the course of however long it takes for it to become a fully big ass oak tree or whatever. Um, but all right, so when you think of bodybuilding, or when you think of like being like a personal trainer, you've got athletes and you've got lifestyle. Like those are your typical clients. Let's say you're an IFBB pro and you got an athlete. Hey, I want to be an IFBB pro. Okay, I'm gonna bring you under my wing, and this is what you have to do in order to be an athlete and an IFBB pro. Then on the other hand, it can be the same IFBB pro guy, only he's now working with a lifestyle person who just wants to get in shape and walk around more comfortably in their life, right? I'm discovering, as a natural bodybuilder and speaking with some of the best natural bodybuilders currently alive, we have Marshall Johnson, Philip Ricardo Jr., who goes by the Legend, who's also my mentor. I'm speaking to these like great natty legends, and I'm learning that, as I suspected, the 90% of this whole sport is mindset and mentality. And the genetics that you're born with, those are the genetics that you're born with. And then it's your job to put yourself in the right mindset, to do the proper training, to eat the proper nutrition, to get the proper rest, and to present your package on stage confidently, and to have a presence. You have to do all those things, and all of it comes from the mind. To believe that you're good enough, to believe that you deserve to present your body in a way of, hey man, look at me. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah,
champ. Yeah.
yeah.
And
I'm number one.
yeah, I'm the one, right?
Yeah.
So when I trace it back, and I like, that's the feedback I keep getting from natural bodybuilders specifically, that it's all mental. And whenever they go on stage, they're thinking of like, no, it's me. Like, it's me. Like, I don't care what anyone else looks like. It's me. So I'm starting to see a certain psychology for natural bodybuilding that I can see having a lot of value in other industries and other pursuits, other passions. And the connection that I want to draw, and I'm starting to touch on it, is that when we were growing up, you have like all these like martial arts schools where like they send the kids like the 6 year olds and like they're training at some mall for like karate and stuff like that. But if you remember the way that the karate teachers would like install, this is not about self defense. This is about morality. This is about self confidence. This is about discipline. This is about like the mental work that you're getting from consistently going to martial arts practice, right? I see natural bodybuilding as an opportunity to do the same thing, only instead of presenting non athletes as just lifestyle clients, we present them as lifestyle athletes. And what does an athlete do? It's all mental. They are pursuing the best versions of themselves to compete at the highest level that they can comfortably compete at, because that's how athletes like to peak. That's how athletes like to improve upon themselves. So essentially, I say all this to say, kind of changing the idea of like, I don't want to be a bodybuilder, and taking a client who's like, I want to improve my fitness. You are a lifestyle athlete.
Yeah, facts.
You know,
Because
you know.
natural bodybuilders are lifestyle athletes.
Yes,
And
natural bodybuilders are the best example of
of
lifestyle
this.
athletes.
Yeah.
But everyone else who's not competing on stage, they can still be a lifestyle athlete. It's just they don't think their physique is the type that should go on stage.
In
And
fact.
maybe we change their mind.
And that's just because their belief of what they accomplish is not at a level where the examples are, the
Yes,
heroes are.
yes, yes, yes.
And to
So
take that idea to a whole new level, you may, as you're talking, start to think about this. One thing that natural bodybuilders have over enhanced bodybuilders,
we have a lot of things, but yes.
yeah, but yeah, exactly. But one
Yeah.
of the biggest things I felt as you're talking was intuition,
Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
because we're so linked to our own bodies, our own mind, our goals, and all that, because there's no substance in the way. There's nothing helping
Nothing
us build
clouding our
more,
brain.
nothing clouding our brain. Yep, nothing flowing through our blood.
Yep,
So
yep.
like I think like even with me as a natural bodybuilder, I'm at a point to where I can understand like when I eat this food, it upsets my stomach. I can eat normal every day and still get lean. I don't need to do all this enhanced water loading. I don't need to manipulate my sodium. We don't need to do all that because we have an intuition. I know when my testosterone is low and I know how to raise it back up naturally. And I feel like I
Dude.
think being tuned into your body
Mm-hmm.
is like your body, your mind, your soul. That's
Yes,
the pinnacle of what natural
yes.
bodybuilding is.
That's exactly what the Natty King is supposed to do. And the reason I'm branching out into this topic is because I always think about inclusivity. I want the Natty King to be the catalyst for true world peace within our lifetime. And like by crowning the Natty King, that's what sets the sequence of events. But what that idolized vision is supposed to look like are a bunch of individuals, thousands, if not millions, if not billions, if we can get it, of people focused on their journeys, on their journey of self discovery and their journey of self excellence. And if we can inspire as many people to pursue the best version of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually, then this is a success.
I love it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
to every story, we need an antagonist. So, like, I think I heard you talking about it to Domain.
Mm-hmm.
Is you do definitely need enhanced bodybuilders in this movie, or
Yeah,
part of
100%. Yeah.
contributing to this.
So, my
Oh,
big bad guys are Big Pharma.
okay.
Um, so, like, we would we would play with kayfabe, and it goes back to WWE. But basically, we would present big pharma companies, corrupt government systems, and any kind of systemized corporate company that
Social
is
media.
looking to, was that,
Social media.
yes, all of that,
Yeah.
all of that, that is looking to manipulate the masses into thinking that they are not good enough, so buy my product. If you want bigger muscles, you're not going to do that by yourself. You got to take steroids. Buy my product. If you want to lose fat and like get in shape, you can't do it by yourself. Buy Ozempic. Buy my product. Like those are the bad guys, and we would depict them accordingly. And then obviously we would have like the faces of bad guys, like the enhanced bodybuilder. But my storytelling would essentially result in like the enhanced bodybuilder is not the bad guy; they're being manipulated by the bad guy.
Okay. So if we were to tell this from our ideal avatar's point of view, right? Who would be the ideal avatar?
That's a great question. I would say an athlete, a natural athlete.
Okay. So now let's say, because that's, natural athletes are the ideal avatar, but I hear you saying that you want to touch many other aspects besides that, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So what about a kid?
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
If we can tell it, if the movie kind of follows a kid
Mm-hmm.
who is inspired by these 30 athletes,
I love it.
right? And then he aspires to be a natural builder.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm,
as he works on this journey, he gets told, take Ozempic.
mm-hmm,
You need this.
mm-hmm,
You need that.
mm-hmm,
Oh, you're small. Oh, no matter how much you eat, you won't do it. Oh, you will never get shredded. You'll never look good. And he's battling all this. But as he's battling on, we have one hero who counters that battle, right?
mm-hmm,
So I guess a kid with 30 problems that he's battling,
mm-hmm,
and each hero overcomes
mm-hmm,
that problem for him
mm-hmm.
until he makes it on stage, which would be you next to the other 29 people.
Wow. Wow. Hmm. I like it. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, I see it. I see
That's
it.
it. That's
Um,
yeah. That's a
all right,
crazy
well, can
vision.
I, all right.
That's a crazy vision.
Yeah, man. Okay, so I'll because I can yes and all day. You know, I can
Yeah,
yes
yeah.
and. Um,
It's
all right, so what I've been playing with is like, all right, cinematic docuseries. The way that I'm pitching the cinematic docuseries, it's a 15 episode season with each episode featuring two of the 30 natural bodybuilders, and we would kind of do it like a mixture of like Anthony Bourdain style, where let's say I'm playing myself as Shaun Fury, the Solution, and I'm traveling to all parts of the world where like the athletes are, checking in on them as they continue their prep for the King of Naturals tournament. Maybe they do like a blood test where like we actually have a person like drawing blood. We get a polygraph test. We're just interacting with them and making sure that they have everything that they need in order to present the best package. And like that's what the show's about. We just be focusing on each one. And then from there, let's say it gets to peak week and we've got the date for the show and we've got the location. I would want the cinematic docuseries to end right before peak week, and then have the feature length film, the Natty King, pick up right where it left off. And essentially, the idea is all 30 natural bodybuilders are in the same location of the King of Naturals tournament for the peak week, and we're all kind of like in this sort of like Olympic village of like the 30 Natty King contestants. And perhaps based off of what you're saying, we could capture the perspective of this whole thing from the youngest competitor, who's like still taking it all in. Like, I can't believe I'm here. How did I get selected? And everyone else is like kind of like a big brother to him, you know?
that'd be dope.
And maybe that's how he experiences, that's how the audience experiences the other 29 athletes through the youngest competitor.
And what would make it even dope is if for some way we can get the youngest competitor to document his journey up until this on social media.
Just like Peter Parker does in Marvel's Civil War, Captain America's Civil War. He's like talking to himself in the phone. Yo, this is so crazy! I just stole Captain America's shield, and then it cuts back to the movie, and you're seeing like, yeah, that kind of thing. I'm right there with you.
That would be crazy, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
that actually makes it way easier too.
Okay, I
Like
like it.
for our creation, because if the youngest competitor just naturally documents his journey to competition,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then it will be your job as a creator to put him in the situations where he meets these other people. So that way we
Mm-hmm.
can
Mm-hmm.
introduce the new characters as he goes on.
I like it. Yeah.
And then, but besides before you even do that, it will give you time to focus on like the back end and other stuff, and allow him to collect footage that we can use for the movie overall.
I love it. I love it.
So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that
that'd
makes a
be
lot of sense. I love it, man.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's so okay. So we have the big idea. We have a lot. It's like coming together. It's a lot easier to create. Where would we start? What would be like the starting point?
Probably the 2 minute teaser trailer.
Okay.
Since like that seems like we can bang out over not too much of an extended amount of time. It would just be a matter of seeing what footage we can compile right now and what footage needs to be shot in order to like fill it out. So I would say probably either storyboarding or scripting that 2 minute. Maybe like have like the voiceover, what the narrator is saying, and the stock footage is to like the enhanced bodybuilders dying and things of that nature. So like a storyboard slash script. I think that would be the next step, and then figuring out what needs to be shot directly after that.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's. So I'm gonna share a Google Doc with you, and then I'll put just like a basic storyboard script that we can start with just to get the ball rolling of this idea we talked about. And then you go in, adjust it however that fits. And then once we have the script down, then we'll move on to the storyboard, and we'll do the same thing. Share it in a Google PowerPoint or pages, slides, whatever, and then
I
come up with
love it.
that.
I love it. Let me ask you this. Um, just for shits and giggles, for fun sakes, because obviously we both know who we are. But for the sake of roles and positions, obviously we understand that you have like many skills and talents. How would you like to be identified within the Natty cinematic universe?
I feel like we're definitely gonna need a better cinematographer than me. Like I can do the what's necessary, to get things done. Like I feel like when like I
Well,
can. Oh, sorry.
I've been like manifested, just like throwing it out to the universe. I need a director. Like I've been wanting a director for like over a year now. So like if you want to like be like assist with directing,
Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, that I feel like that would be where I'm probably stronger at.
fucking let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, because
Okay.
like that's not my skill set. Like my skill set's producing.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. So
So I'll focus on the directing side, and then I would say for you, since you're the producer, create a list of what we need to make this happen, like the type of people
okay,
besides the 30.
okay,
And then whatever, like you don't need the actual people, we just need the positions, and then we can fill people into that as we go on.
I
That way
love
we
it.
know what resources we have and then what we need, and then any resources I have, I can talk to them, see if they're willing, and use that to fill in those slots as well.
I love it. I love it. This is
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay. All right. So we know what our homework is. I'm super stoked. I'm shocked. I didn't know I was gonna talk to a director today. So I
Yeah.
always love like these conversations and like going in like partially blind because then it's like whatever happens happens. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna reflect on this conversation and eat some food and like I'm stoked. I'm processing right now. But yeah, this is great.
Same, bro. Yeah, same, bro. I'm excited.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well, I'll leave you. I think it's super cool that we're living in the same time zone. I'm gonna shoot you my phone number just so you have it, and we'll just keep the conversation going.
Okay, bet. Let's do it.
Cool, brother. Great talking to you.
All right, bro.
Wait, say your name. So,
Dareese.
Dareese. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, bro. Shaun, right? Gotcha.